Hello students, welcome to the lecture of hydrocarbons. Till now we have studied about various reactions of alkanes. First we had studied about three types of oxidations. One was complete oxidation or combustion, which led to the formation of carbon dioxide. The second one was incomplete combustion, which takes place in absence of sufficient air or oxygen, which led to the formation of carbon monoxide and also carbon black. And the third form was controlled oxidation, by which method we can convert alkanes into various oxidized forms like alcohols, aldehydes or carboxylic acids through various reaction conditions. So, one last reaction of controlled oxidation is left. We will study this now and then we will proceed to other types of reactions of alkanes. So, we will study about the last type of controlled oxidation. Okay. So, generally alkanes with tertiary hydrogen atom can be oxidized to the corresponding alcohols by potassium permanganate or KMnO4. Okay. So, let us consider this alkane. Methyl propane, okay, or isobutane. So, this is a tertiary hydrogen atom. So, this was 2-methyl propane, right. If we add KMnO4, then this hydrogen is converted to alcohol. That is, this hydrogen is converted to OH group and this compound is formed. This is called 2-methyl propan-2-ol. Okay. So, this was the last reaction of controlled oxidation. After this, we will study about the substitution reactions. Okay. So, substitution means replacement of one group by another. So, in substitution of alkanes, one hydrogen atom is replaced by some other group like the halogens, chloride, bromide, iodide, etc., nitro or sulfonic acid groups. So, these are called halogenation, nitration and sulfonation. Nitration and sulfonation require some extreme conditions and they are not generally available. So, halogenation is the most common substitution of the alkanes. Nitration and sulfonations also occur, but they are more rare and they require harsh conditions. So, first of all, we will study about halogenation of alkanes, which undergoes through a free radical mechanism. So, first will be halogenation. Halogenation means replacement of hydrogen atoms of alkanes by halogens. What are halogens? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay. Among them, replacement of fluorine, that is fluorination. Fluorination is very violent because fluorine is very highly reactive. So, fluorination is very violent and iodination is very slow. Chlorination and bromination occurs in general conditions. Iodination is very slow and iodination occurs in presence of HNO3 or HiO3. Okay. So, the mechanism of halogenation is free radical mechanism. Okay. So, free radical mechanism has 3 steps. First is initiation, that is initiating the reaction. The second one is propagation, like how the reaction propagates or moves forward, and the third is termination, that is ending the reaction. Before reading about the mechanism, we will see what the reaction actually is. So, halogenation occurs in presence of sunlight or UV light. Okay. And it can also occur at higher temperatures. Such as 573 to 773 Kelvin. So, if we convert it in degree Celsius, so 273 Kelvin means 1 degree Celsius. So, it will be around 300 to 500 degrees Celsius. Okay. So, halogenation occurs in multiple steps. We will study about the halogenation of methane. So, if we take methane and we add, the total reaction is like this. In presence of H nu, that is sunlight or UV light, this is the total reaction. Methane plus 4Cl2 gives CCl4 and 4HCl. Okay. So, let us see how this occurs. At first, methane reacts with one molecule of chlorine and forms CH3Cl plus HCl. Okay. So, one hydrogen is replaced by one chlorine. Again, CH3Cl reacts with Cl2 and forms CH2Cl2 plus HCl. So, 2 hydrogen is replaced by 2 chlorines. Then CH2Cl2 again reacts with Cl2 and forms CHCl3 plus HCl. Then CHCl3 again reacts with Cl2 and forms CCl4 plus HCl. So, if we cancel all these intermediate products, then we get this total reaction as CH4 plus 4Cl2 gives CCl4 plus 4HCl. Okay. Now, these reactions occur in free radical mechanism. So, we will see the mechanism now. So, although these three are intermediate products, but they can be isolated. They are available in isolated forms also, they are very common. So, the first step is initiation. Okay. It is initiated by homolysis of chlorine molecule in presence of heat or light. Okay. So, this is the chlorine molecule having two chlorine atoms. Now, what is homolysis? Homolysis means a bond breaks in a symmetric way, that is, each atom gets one electron from the bond. So, it breaks like this. Okay. We represent homolysis fission by fish hook arrow. So, it forms two chlorine radicals. Okay. Now, the second step is propagation. In propagation, CH bond is broken by chlorine radical. So, CH bond is stronger than bond between two chlorine atoms. Okay. That is why Cl-Cl bond breaks first. CH bond is then broken by chlorine radical. So, first there is a methane molecule and a chlorine radical. Okay. So, what happens? It is like this, right? I am not showing all the hydrogen bonds, it is just let us show one. And so, this bond will break like this. So, it forms a methyl free radical and a hydrogen radical. Okay. Now, there was one chlorine radical present. So, these two form HCl. So, in this reaction the products will be one methyl free radical and one HCl. Okay. Now, this methyl free radical again breaks one chlorine molecule and forms CH3Cl plus another chlorine free radical. How? This breaks as Cl and Cl and there was one methyl free radical. These two form a bond to form this. What is this? This one is chloromethane. Okay. And one chlorine free radical. Now, this CH3Cl plus 1 chlorine free radical. All these reactions are in the presence of H nu. Okay. It again breaks one CH bond and it forms CH2Cl free radical and HCl. Then again CH2Cl free radical will react with another chlorine molecule to form CH2Cl2 and 1 chlorine free radical. Okay. Let's consider this as B. So, this is formed in this step. This is called dichloromethane, or in the short it is written as DCM. It is a very common organic solvent. Okay. It is used in labs as a very common organic solvent. Then this CH2Cl2 and 1 chlorine free radical, again one CH bond is broken and CHCl2 free radical is formed along with HCl. So, CHCl2 free radical again reacts with a chlorine molecule and forms CHCl3 plus Cl free radical. CHCl3 is called trichloromethane, or its common name is chloroform. Chloroform is a very well known compound, right? It was previously used as anesthetic. That means it was used to make a person unconscious. It was also used in surgeries. But later on it was found that it is a neurotoxin. That means it causes harm to the nervous system, and it is also a probable carcinogen. What is carcinogen? Carcinogen means cancer causing agents. So, since chloroform was found to be a potential carcinogen and a neurotoxin, so now it is not used as anesthetic anymore. So, in the last step, what happens? CHCl3 and 1 chlorine free radical, CCl3 free radical along with HCl. Again CCl3 free radical will react with chlorine and form CCl4 plus 1 chlorine free radical. Okay. So, this is called tetrachloromethane. This is also a carcinogen, that is a cancer causing agent. So, this was the propagation step. So, the last step of free radical mechanism is termination, that is the ending. Okay. So, termination can occur due to the consumption of all the reactants or side reactions. So, termination can occur in many ways, like 2 chlorine free radicals can form Cl2, 2 methyl free radicals can form ethane, and this reaction can also stop in some intermediate step. So, we have studied about the halogenation of alkanes. In the next part, we will study about other reactions of alkanes. Thank you.